All right, what are we working on today? Well, we're putting in our plugs. Gonna do as many of them as I can today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One over there. There will be a 9th going through the side, but I haven't cut that hole yet. So we're gonna go ahead and work on that. What we're gonna do, so we keep everything the same all the way through the bus. Of course, white will go to silver, black will go to gold. We'll start off on the bottom, and we'll go from there. And there's the first one done. Okay, moving on to the second one. This one we have, this one is coming from the lower, so this one will go on the upper, and this one will go on the lower. And then we'll move to the third one, and so on and so on. Okay, one more plug to go. We'll just go over this, and because you gotta learn somewhere. And I'm not a very good electrician, I'll tell you that right now. But what you have is, we're putting these in like a daisy chain, which means the first one in the series, like we'll just go with this one. So we have a black wire and a white wire. The white wire goes to the silver. The black-white wire goes to the gold. And then you have just an empty brass wire, and that's your ground, and that goes on the green. Now your wires might be different. You might have a red and white, or the green, or the ground, which on mine is just a regular brass piece of wire. It might be in a green plastic strip. So there's different ways it comes. But when you put these on, the first one in the row, I always we're putting them on the bottom. That way the next one goes on the top, and the next one goes on the bottom. It's just so you don't short anything out. But this is the last one. Okay, first thing I do is we take the protective plastic off the outside. We'll separate the white, the black, and there's your brass wire. I'll cut them down to the approximate right length, and then I'll strip the end of it about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and then we'll screw them onto the plug itself. All right, the end of the wires are stripped. Got them the approximate length that I want. Now we'll install the switch, or the plug. Well, that plug's all in. Okay, what we're going to do now is we have these camper lights that are LEDs. 2 12-volt wires coming out of the back. We have the wires that I've ran. We're going to be wiring these together. We're going to hide the wire nuts in here. And I do have double-sided tape put here and here to stick it up, and I have screws in case they're needed. Maybe we'll put just 2 in case the glue fails on the double-sided tape. It doesn't just fall to the ground. But that's what we're starting on now. Okay, got the wire nuts on, got the double-sided tape on. Now we're going to stick this to the ceiling and see how it goes. All right, we've got this up. It's flush to the ceiling. We have the tape in place. I put 1 screw up here just so hopefully it won't move. If it does, I'll put in more screws. We're gonna move on to this one over here. And then we have the one over here. Let's get those done. Okay, we got number 2 up. Oh, it's so hard to do stuff with one hand. All right, and that's number 3. We have 2 over the kitchen counter. And we have 1 over the couch. There will be 1 underneath the bed. What else did we do today? We got all but one of our plugs wired. That one didn't get done because I can't find one of those little clamps that go on the side that hold the wire. I'll find one. And then, of course, the one that goes outside we didn't do yet because I can't find the box. So there's 2 things holding me up a little bit. But we did get quite a bit done today. Might come back after lunch and see if we can put up some of this molding just to get it out of the way. There we go.